evening. I am Fatisa. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Active TV. On today's headline, President Adama Barrow talks tough on corruption. Nigerians charged with cybercrime granted bail. Cement Importers Association debunks jar oil. In international news, Al Jazeera reporter Sirin Abakli killed by Israel gunfire. In sports, Cristiano Ronaldo wins April Premier League Player of the Month. These are the headlines. When we return, the news in details. Welcome back, and now the news in details. President Adama Barrow talks tough on corruption. Loli Sow reports.
Barrow talks tough on corruption. As he installed his new cabinet yesterday, President has issued a strong warning to the new ministries that his government will have zero tolerance for corruption. The ministers were at State House to take their oath of office. The Barrow administration has been widely perceived to be corrupt, which the government denied. However, addressing his ministries, Barrow said, "I assure you my support, but we must take a zero-tolerance stance on corruption. We are responsible for the state resources in our custody, and we should not be found wanting." The Gambian leader said his government will take strict measures to implement the anti-corruption law. Therefore, it is best we work towards making the Gambia a model country for the public service delivery. I encourage you to work in harmony with sincerity and wisdom, while promoting peace, stability, and respect for the rule of law, Barrow said. He reminded the ministries that they were appointed based on trust and they must deliver to guide the police direction of their various ministries. "I must warn you that while it is an honor to hold such high positions, and the challenges you will confront could be as many as implicated as the tax and rules you will have to perform both in and out of office. You have been identified and appointed at any time when our national institutions require strong leadership, responsive policies, transformative programs, and better resources that can positively and effectively impact on national development and quality of life in our country," he said. President Barrow said tough cabinet appointments are generally considered to be political appointments. The ministries must be run by competent staff with the right professional, administrative, and management structures in the place to function efficiently. "I challenge you to develop in your ministries a culture of high-level performance, productivity, and results within adequate time frames. This goes way beyond party politics. There are lessons to learn from the last 5 years transition phase. Although we registered resounding success, they need to brace up for greater achievement, and a safer approach to nation building is too evident to require emphasis," he added. He reminded the ministers that their appointments have come at any time when Gambians want the government to be held accountable. This is an era in which the citizens are better informed and politically more active. They now enjoy uncautious freedom of expression, association, and participation in national issues, and are determined to fight corruption. As a result, public figures must think, act, and behave differently in national interest, he noted. For Active TV News, I am Loli Sow.
Cement Importers Association debunks jar oil. Siraba reports.
Cement Importers Association debunks jar oil. A spokesman for the Gambia Association of Cement Importers has rejected jar oil companies' claim that the cement imported from Senegal is of low quality.
Wow, tey jar oil dañ wax ne ñoom dañoo tëj cement production bi fii because of cement bi dee jógee Sénégal dafa invade seen business bi so ñoom right now mënuñ ko contrôlaat so dañoo am pour tëj seen cement production bi ñu def ko a training center something like that waaye ñoom ñoo doon wax ne dañoo tëj because of cement bi day jógee Sénégal dafa invade seen cement bi ba gaa jarleetuñ.
Yesterday, the company's managing director, Mamadou Haidara, said Ja Oil will cease producing cement and instead join the rest to be imported from Senegal because operations in the local factories are not sustainable with Senegalese cement flooding in the market. He said the issue has already caused massive job losses with many factories laying off staffs. However, speaking to the Standard anonymously, a spokesman for the Importers Association said importing cement from Senegal for sale here is not a crime, as it is allowed under this ECOWAS protocol and Africa Free Zone Trading Agreement. It is not entirely true also that the quality of the Senegalese cement is of low quality. If that is the case, why is it that Senegalese are using it to build structures that are tenfold higher than any building in the Gambia? Our source asked. According to the cement importers, most of these people in the business of importing cement from Senegal are Gambian businessmen, and they too have a right to take part in free movement of goods and business across borders in West Africa. Meanwhile, the Standard learned yesterday that Ja Oil have themselves started importing cement from Senegal, as have been predicted by MD Hydra. Last month, the Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Trade, Hassan Gay, told the Standard that as an ECOWAS member state, it will be very difficult for the Gambia to prevent Senegalese or citizens of other countries from doing business in the country. The Director of Investment and Industrial Development at Trade Ministry, Fawa Jame, advised the local producers to instead toughen up and stand up to the challenge. He said the Gambian government has invested billions into supporting the local industries in the past 4 years alone. We are giving them a lot of initiative, from special investment certificates to duty waivers to sometimes moratorium, he said. Reporting for Active TV News, I am Sarah.
Nigerians charged with cybercrime granted a bail. Siraba reports.
Nigerians charged with cybercrime granted bail. 13 Nigerians charged with cybercrime and computer-related offense have been granted bail by the Birkama Magistrate Court. Presiding Magistrate Ibu Sow, in granting bail, said he took his time, despite the fact that bail is a discretion as provided under the Section 99 of Criminal Procedure Code, which has been exercised judicially and judiciously in the interest of fair hearings. Magistrate Sow disclosed that since the prosecution indicated to the court that they have completed investigations and were not opposing granting bail to the suspects, each of the suspects shall provide one Gambian ID card or passport. Magistrate Sow further ordered that alternatively, all suspects shall deposit sum of $100,000 with the financial controller of the judicial in Banjul. Magistrate Sow further ordered that each of the suspects should surrender their traveling documents with the Birkama Magistrate Court register and must not leave the country pending on the compilation of the court. Reporting for Active TV News, I am Siraba.
Welcome back in international news. Algerian reporter Serine Abakli killed by Israel gunfire. Loliso reports.
Sirin Abu Akleh, Al Jazeera reporter killed by Assyrian forces. Israeli forces have shot dead Al Jazeera's journalist Sirin Akleh in occupying the West Bank, according to witnesses and Palestinian Health Ministry. Abu Akleh, a long-time TV correspondent for Al Jazeera Arabic, was killed on Wednesday while covering Assyrian army raids in the city of Jenin in the northern occupied West Bank. She was rushed to a hospital in Jenin in a critical condition, where she was declared dead shortly after 15 minutes after 7 a.m. According to the Parisian Health Ministry, Abu Akleh was wearing a press vest and standing with other journalists where she was killed. Another Al Jazeera journalist, Ali Sawoudi, was also wounded by a bullet in the back at the scene. He is now in a stable condition. The head of the medicine department and university in Naples confirmed that Abu Akleh was shot in the head. He said that her body was transferred for a autopsy based on the order from the public precaution. Abu Aklen's body was carried out for the university court in Persian flag, after which she will be taken to Atasi Hospital in Ramallah. An official funeral will be held for her tomorrow morning at the Parisian president headquarters in Ramallah. No confrontation. Al-Samoti and other journalists at the scene said there was no Parisian fight present where the journalists were shot directly, disputing an Arselis statement referencing and possibilities that was Parisian fire. We are going to film to Assyri army operation and suddenly they shot us without asking us to leave or stop in filming, said somebody. The first bullet hit me and the second bullet hit Sweden. There was no Paris Lantian ministry resistant at the scene. Shata Hashasha, a local journalist who was standing next to Abu Aklen when she was shot, also told Al Jazeera there was no confrontation between Palestinian fighters and Ashirili army. For Active TV News, I am Loli Sow.
Welcome back in sports. Cristiano Ronaldo wins April Premier League Player of the Month. Fatu Sisa reports.
Cristiano Ronaldo has been named the EA Sports Premier League Player of the Month for April. Although Manchester United endured an underwhelming few weeks, picking up just one win in the whole of April, Ronaldo put in some good performance. His standout display came against Norwich City, when they needed a hat-trick in a 3-2 victory, and he also notched a game against Arsenal and Chelsea. It is the second time Ronaldo has won a Player of the Month award this season. In September, he was honored with donated a brace on his debut against Newcastle. Overall, the legendary forward has now received 6 Premier League Player of the Month awards during his career, placing his level with Steven. In all-time list, only Sergio and Thierry Henry have won more. With another award in his trophy cabinet, Ronaldo will now turn his focus to United's final game of the season, on trip to Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace next Sunday. It will be Rangnick's final game in charge before Erik ten Hag takes over in the summer, and the Red Devils will likely need to win to prevent dropping down into 7th position and the Europa Conference League next season. Reporting for Active TV News, I am Fat Sise.
This is all we have for you on Newspaper Review tonight. Thank you for watching.